not Christmas, by the way, this is just how I look. So I figured it's been long enough since I made my last Loki makeup tutorial, which was actually the first run through I ever did for that makeup. And it's been almost 3 years. Wow, it's been almost 3 years that I've been doing Loki. I'm not gonna stop anytime soon. When I am filming this, it is June 6th. The Loki series comes out in 3 days. It premieres in 3 days. Just a little excited. But I was gonna make some content, some Loki TikToks. You know, since it's coming out in 3 days, this is like, I mean, it's always a good time to be Loki, but this is like the perfect time to be Loki right now. And also, I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break. I say this now, but I'm thinking about taking a little bit of a break to focus on other costumes. Like I want to do like a Bella Dimitrescu costume, like a makeshift one, because I just finished watching Markiplier's playthrough of Resident Evil. And you know, I've changed the makeup for Loki quite a lot. Over the last 3 years, I've gone through many different variations, different little styles here and there. Back when I first started, it was like a whole like carved out like halo spotlight eye, whatever the hell kind of thing. And now it's very simple. The eyes are very simple. There was like 3 different eyeshadow palettes I used to use for Loki, but now I only, as of right now, I only use 1, sometimes 2 if I want a little extra, which I'll probably do for a con. But for this, see, it doesn't really show up on camera, so it shows up more in person than in camera. I'll be naming each product as I use them. There will also be a list down in the description box of this video listing all the products I use. I'm going to try to be a little bit more consistent with that. But I'm going to start with my eyes, like I always do, and ignore my maskne. But I'm going to use the NYX the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer in Fair to prime my eyes. Most of the brushes I'm using are, actually I'm going to bring you guys in a bit closer, hang on. Just the 2 of us. How's it go? Oh, I'm gonna hate, when I go back and edit this, I'm gonna hate this so much. This is kind of uncomfortable, isn't it? But you know, I was gonna bring you in closer, but I think for now I'll just leave it like this, maybe. But all the brushes I'm using, most of them are from kits I got off Amazon. You don't have to use concealer to prime your eyes. You can just use like an eye primer. I just prefer, this is just what has worked for me for the past couple years. So unless I try something and I like it better, or you know, this stops working for me, I'm probably going to keep using this. And I do, when I prime my eyes, whether I do like foundation or not, I do usually bring it all around the entire eye area, including my under eye just a little bit. Just because my under eye area is kind of dark. I do have some dark circles. And to set that, because I know some people do, some people don't, but I prefer to set my concealer because this is a thicker, more full coverage concealer. It tends to crease a bit easier. I use the NYX HD finishing powder in translucent. I'm gonna hate how many brushes I'm gonna have to wash tonight, but you know. Okay, and for the eyes, I'm going to use the At Forest Sight Colourpop x RawBeautyKristi collaboration palette, and I'm literally only going to use 2 colors from this palette. Where's my brush? That's not it. I have so many. I genuinely, oh, it's right in front of my face. Ha! I'm gonna take it on a fluffy-ish angled brush because I'm going for more of a winged eye shape. So kind of more like a, it's gonna be angled up here like a winged liner. And I'm going to go into, I don't know the shade names, Emerald City, and that's the green I'm going to use. So I'm just picking up a little, I'm always going to tap it off because I don't want to deal with the fallout. Foundation or no foundation, I don't want to deal with the fallout because fallout kind of sucks. But yeah, and when I do this, I like to just cut, it really depends on my mood. Most of the time I'll tip the brush upside down and just as if I was making like the bottom line of a wing for an eyeliner. I'll do like that, and then I'll just kind of connect it to my lash line a little bit. And then from the tip, I'll just follow right where I want the line to stop, which is like under my brow. It's about as high as I usually blend my eyeshadows. But I'll start that shape so it's connected. Sometimes when I do this, I have trouble because sometimes I'll bring it like, it'll angle too far down in when I bring it in into the rest of my eye, and it'll make me look sad. Like there's just like this sad expression that no matter how I do my brows, it doesn't fix. So keep that in mind if you recreate this. And I do that, and then I'm gonna map out the same shape on the other eye. They're not gonna, they're sisters, not twins kind of vibe, like eyebrows. Because I'm not good at making them look terribly similar. Like winged eyeliner. I'm gonna get a fluffier brush, and just with the same green eyeshadow, I'm just gonna fill in the rest of my, pretty much my whole crease and the outer corner of my eye. I'm gonna fill everything in. Alright, and now I've got that shape mapped out, I'm going to take the same brush. I'm not going to pick up any more green yet. I still might. But I'm just going to lightly scratch pretty much the side of the brush along the edge, the top edge. Just to blend it out a little bit so it's not quite as harsh. I'm not going to blend too much because it's already so close to my eyebrow. Just want to soften it a little bit. And now on a flatter brush, I'm going to take West Coast. Come on, show up. The nice thing about this palette, it doesn't have a mirror up here, so I don't have to like try to cover it to keep from blinding you guys. I'm gonna pick up West Coast, which is the bright metallic gold shimmer, and I'm going to use this to fill in the rest of this naked space here left on my eyelid. This is what I meant by it being super simple, because after this, the eyeshadow for the top lid is done, compared to like, you know, the first tutorial where it was like, okay, now we're gonna go in with this shade and then this shade, and then we're gonna take some concealer and we're gonna cut it out, and then, not that there's anything wrong with that, but you know, after doing that for so long, it does take a long time. And when you don't have a lot of time on the mornings of a convention to get ready, it's a little stressful. I'm also taking it up just a little bit further into the crease so that when I like relax my eyes and I'm looking straight ahead and they're like, you know, open, that you can still see it. So that it's a little a little higher. When I'm going, like, if I'm going to, like, you know, like the Renaissance Fair or a convention in this makeup, I will take my my NYX Tutorials Beauty Bay palette, and I can't remember the name of this shade to save my life, and I'm not about to get up and go look, but it's the gold shimmer with like the green bits in it, and I'll put that on top of the gold, of this gold, and it just kind of makes it pop, gives it a little more oomph. Go back in with that brush I used to apply the green and just blend where the two meet. And I'm gonna move on to the face for a sec. I'm gonna zoom you guys back out. The for foundation is the same foundation I've been using since. I'm pretty sure this is the same bottle I bought 3 years ago. Change your makeup regularly, kids. Do as I say, not as I do. But I'm just gonna take it on a brush. I know some people they like to apply it with like a flat foundation brush. I just like this little buffer thing. But this is the NYX Total Control foundation in light, and it's a dropper. I don't actually use the dropper function itself because there's always, when I pull out a Lewis foundation, like on the outside of the tube. So I just kind of do that. It's a light to medium coverage. It's either light to medium or medium to full. I'm pretty sure light to medium because I don't really like full coverage foundations on myself. But it's buildable, which I like. And it still looks like kind of like my skin. Make sure to blend down your neck. Well, I just had a startling realization. Normally what I've started doing is taking my sponge. This is just a NYX one that came for free in an order one time. Normally I would take the sponge and run it over my face to soak up any excess product, but I forgot to get my spray bottle of water to wet the sponge, and I don't feel like getting up and going getting that, so we're just gonna pretend that I just pounded my face with a sponge. Don't pound your face with the sponge. Be gentle on your skin. But before we set the face, I'm going to go in with one more cream product, and that is the NYX Wonderstick. This is in light and medium. It's a cream contour stick, so on one side you've got the light side, which is your highlighting side. I don't know why that part is sticky. I think I got lash glue on it. The other side is your darker shade for your contour side. And I'm going to, the wig usually covers it, but you know, in cases where it doesn't, or like it gets out in the way, or I push it back or whatever, I just like to contour my face to kind of make it look a bit more sharper, like Loki. I wish I had that man's bone structure. But I'm going to do my cheeks, and I go from, I can't remember what this piercing is called, what this part of the ear is called. You can get piercings here. It's supposed to be like the most painful from what I've heard. It's not the trachea. I don't know why I want to say trachea. That's not the trachea. It's like the little nub on your ear. I don't know why I call it a little nub. The tragus. The tragus. Your tragus. That's basically, that's where your cheekbone meets with the rest of your skull. So that's generally where the start of your contour should be. So wherever your little tragus, your little ear nub is, you go down from there. And I go down to the corner of my mouth. I don't go all the way down, but that's how I line it up. So the tragus would be your starting point, and the general area of where the corner of your mouth is would be that. Or you could make it meet to like your nasal, like your nasolabial folds if you want a more rounded contour, like Kate Blanchett style contour. But I save that style for Hella. I'm going for the more sharp, angled look. So I do that, and I kind of, when I apply it, I lighten my pressure so that it kind of fades out a little bit. The cheek contour never looks the same either, just so we're clear. And then I do the same there, and I kind of angle it down a little bit. I don't worry about my forehead because I've got a wig and I've got the horns. And I just lightly do down the sides of my nose for definition. And then I'll do my side jaw. And then I'm going to blend that out first if I could ever find my brush. Oh, it's really stuck in here. Oh wow, it's actually really stuck in here. Oh my, okay. This is just like an angled contour brush. It's pretty dense, so it's good for blending the contour. And I hold it upside down like I did with that angled eyeshadow brush. And I just use the end of it, and you blend up. I blend up it. You blend up to give the more lifted effect. If you blend down, it's going to bring your contour down. It's not a good look. Did I say good luck? Good look is what I meant. You can go over this a couple times, like blend it out, reapply, blend it out, reapply, like you would do with eyeshadow. But because after I set my face, I'm going to be applying a powder contour on top of this. I'm not going to because I don't want it to be too much. When I blend out my nose contour, I always feel like I'm stabbing my nose with the brush. I mean, I guess I basically am. I have to keep looking up at my monitor to make sure that I'm staying in shot, because it's very easy for me once I get in the zone to realize, to sink like into the camera, or not into the camera, into my mirror, and I look back up and I'm like, I'm down here and you guys were not able to see whatever it was I was doing. Now I have this KVD Lock It translucent powder. It's a little mini one because it was part of Sephora's birthday gift set one year. So I've got two. I've got my mom's, I've got mine because my mom didn't want it. But I'm going to use this to set my face, my whole face. There's so much powder on my pants now. I'm going to finish the face in a minute. I'm going to bring you guys back in. Come closer and see. I've brought you a gift. It's a crystal. Nothing more. That's as close as I'm going to bring you guys in for now. Because I think before it was a little too close. But we're going to go back to the eyes. And a trick I picked up off TikTok that actually seems to work is to make your mascara apply better, you want it to be a bit more warm. It's a little bit easier to apply then. So I just put it down my shirt. You could stick it in your armpit, you could hold it between your hands for a bit, but I put it down my shirt so that both my hands are free. And it works. So I'm going to go back to that Colourpop palette. And once I find my brush, this is the e.l.f. smudge brush. And I'm going to pick Emerald City, that green, up on it, and I'm going to just run this along my lower lid. Kind of connecting it to the shape, the edge of that winged shape. And I'm taking it all the way across. And kind of using the same brush to kind of buff it out just a little bit. I don't take it too far down because I don't want to look like a green raccoon. I'm going to take a tiny little, small little blending brush. It's not that big. Just gonna make sure it's blended. Now I'm going to pick up the Colourpop RawBeautyKristi green eye pencil. This is, can I read this without my glasses? Spare time. Not like time as in the ticking clock, but thyme as in the herb. And I'm gonna run this in my waterline. It's pretty much the same color as the eyeshadow. I'm gonna take another Colourpop pencil This is the black one. This is called Swerve. And I'm going to run this along my upper lash line. I'm not going to do a liquid. I just want to do just a pencil. Now I'm going to move on to brows really quick, and I'm going to use the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in black. I'm going to use the spoolie side to just brush them out, up and out really quick. And I just use this to generally fill them in just a little bit and to get more of the shape because the pencil is so small. And then I brush them back out with the spoolie. Also still using mainly the same brow product that I've been using since Loki. What I'm going to be using now is the NYX 3-in-1 Brow Pencil in black. The pencil in this is gone, but it's also got like a little powder puff type deal. And I used to just go like straight in and just fill them in, right? But they always look a little bit chunky in some spots. So what I've started to do, again, if I could find the brush, take the Morphe M165 brush and the little applicator that this powder puff is, I just kind of brush the brush on it, and then I use that to fill in my brows a little bit more, just in case I missed anything with the pencil. I feel like it also kind of blends the pencil a bit more. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I can see in the mirror there's a difference in the brows. I might be the only one able to see it, but I'm going to pretend that you guys can see it too so that I don't feel too crazy. And now I'm going to gel them. This does come with a gel on the other end. It took me so long to figure out that end was the gel. I used to be scared of this gel because I didn't know how to apply brow gel once upon a time. It wasn't pretty. But I'm not a fan of this wand. I think it's a little too long, but I don't want to go out and buy just a straight black gel when I have this one. So when this runs out, then I will. When this and the powder runs out in this, then I will. But it gets the job done. The wand just makes it's long enough that it can make it a little bit difficult to control. I'm going to use the Kat Von D Alchemist highlighting palette. This is an Eco Tools brush. I'm pretty sure it was a liner brush. I know it used to say, but I use it to highlight. And I'm going to use Emerald, which is a green highlight. I used to use the NYX Born to Glow palette in the gold shades, but I feel like this one just shows up a little bit better. I'm just going to do my inner corners and my brow bone. I'm going to zoom you guys back out. Oh wait, no, hold that thought. Mascara. This is the NYX On The Rise mascara. I love this mascara. It's my one true love in life. I don't need a man, I don't need a woman, I just need this mascara. I'm also going to do my bottom lashes. See what I mean? I got into putting on mascara, and I was slouched just a little too low for you guys to be able to see exactly what I was doing. I did recently start putting like strip lashes on, but I hate it. I don't hate how they look, I hate putting them on. A lot. And taking them off, I realize so much duo glue is getting in my eyelashes, and I'm just like picking out like latex and liquid latex out of my eyelashes for so long when I'm taking off my makeup. It's just not fun, and I don't feel like doing that today. So let me zoom you back out. Is it still whitening me out as much? No, that's better. Okay. Find, see me, know me, fear me, love me. In that order. I'm going to finish the face now that the eyes are done. I just realized I forgot my lipstick. I'm going to use the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro Palette. I don't know if these come in like different shades or this is just an all-in-one type deal. I got this in my makeup kit when I was in beauty school, and I started using it because there's like, I mean, look at this. This is a whole variety here, and I believe this one is called Sculpt. This one here. It's a little hard for me to read, but I'm gonna take that, an angled contour brush. It's more for powder. I'm just going to pick it up a little bit and I'm just going to do I'm going to go over everywhere we did the cream contour. So my cheeks, my jaw, and then I'm picking up a smaller angled brush and doing my nose. I'm going to take a different NYX sponge. This one has more of a flat angle to it, whereas the other one just goes straight to a tip. I'm going to pick up Soft Light, I believe is what this one is called. This one here. I don't normally bake. I don't know if your sponge is supposed to be wet when you bake, but I'm just going to bring it down under that contour line to kind of carve out a little bit. I don't know if this is makes much of a difference, but I figure it can't hurt. The worst it does is like break me out or something, but my body's already doing that for me. And while that's going, I'm going to highlight my face with the same Kat Von D highlighter, and this is just a round highlighter brush. I'm going to do my cheeks, and then on a pencil brush, I'm going to pick up, there's a shimmery highlighter in this NYX palette called Ice Queen. It's the lightest one here next to Soft Light, and I'm going to use that to do my nose. I'm not going to highlight my nose green. That is just an accident waiting to happen. I'm also going to do my Cupid's bow. It's actually a really nice highlight. I'm also going to do my chin a little bit. Probably shouldn't since I've got like a zit coming up right there, but you know, I put foundation on it and powder on it, so might as well. And then I'm gonna pick up that powder brush again. I don't care if it's still got the KVD powder on, but I'm just gonna dust away that light contour powder. I used to use LA Splash Nagini, and I like that lipstick. It's just really thick. And it's not comfortable to, once you reapply it, it just doesn't feel great. So I started using the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the color Wicked. I like their melted mattes. This is, I think, the only matte one I have. The other two are metallics, but I like the formula. The formula is pretty similar between the mattes and the metallics. So I don't use a lot, not nearly as much as I used to. I thought I touched that to my nose for a second. I was about to freak out. Now the horns must come on. I always feel so ridiculous when I've got like just the crown on over a wig cap. I mean, how ridiculous does this look? I kind of feel like a bull. Yeah. That's the thumbnail for this video, just me. And now the wig. I'm pretty sure that the long wig I used to use, will still sometimes use, is no longer available. I'll try and find it anyway if you want a long Loki wig, like a long Loki wig. But this is the short one that I found. It's impressively hard to find a short black wig without bangs on Amazon. As soon as the wig comes on, I feel nice. I feel this cosplay is just so much fun. This is definitely a comfort cosplay for me. If I have no idea what else to do, I'll just find some audios on TikTok, slap Loki on, and call it a day. But if I can find if the short wig is still in stock, I will link it. The horns, I can't link you guys because my dad made it for me out of foam, and he 3D printed the horns and just painted it. But that's it for my updated Loki tutorial. So thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you want to see more stuff like this. Oh, if you guys want the shirt, I got this off Amazon. I'll try and link it too if they still have it. Yeah. I lost my rhythm. Oh, I will leave my TikTok and my Instagram and all of that and my Tumblr all down in the description, as well as a list of everything I used on my face, makeup wise. I'll try to find links to the brushes too if they're still available, because some of these sets are like 2-3 years old. So, but yeah, so I am Opal Sapphire. Fan Expo Dallas is just a couple months away, and I will see you in whatever comes out next.